Hello and welcome. This is Rooflemonger, and my friends, I just want to talk about Dragon Ball FighterZ as a whole right now because, hey, what a time it's been over the last couple of days. What an incredibly momentous last few days. First is the footage you're seeing right now. We had the Dragon Ball FighterZ World Tour Finals wrap up, and what an amazing tournament that is. From the grueling stretch Tachikawa had to make to all the great matches in between, and Fenrich and Goichi having one hell of a grand final, to going back earlier and so many people putting on some amazing matches during the LCQ. That's just one aspect, right? But we have the whole Season 3 Megaton stuff happening as well, right? We got new mechanics, we got 3 assists per character. That alone is enough to like freak out and lose your mind over, because it's beyond a lot of people's wildest dreams. We were fighting and clawing, scraping just to see if we could get 1 extra assist, let alone everyone's getting 2 extra assists now. And of course we got the new characters dropping as well. We already knew about Ultra Instinct Goku coming, to be sure, but Kefla coming out of nowhere, and now Kefla also coming first. Hey, that's another big surprise. So basically what I'm trying to get at here in a roundabout way is, with all this stuff coming here, all this Season 3 stuff, new mechanics, multiple assists, and of course the new balance patch, which we have no details of yet, and hey, of course all the new DLC, is right now, you know, Season 3 coming up, Dragon Ball FighterZ, the best time to get into the game since the game came out? And I say yes. Some people state in a semi-joking way that Season 3 Dragon Ball FighterZ is effectively a completely new game, Dragon Ball FighterZ 2, if you will. And, well, once again, it is somewhat in jest. It's not even that far off. Like, let's take a simple concept like team building, right? If you've been around, you know, since the start, you probably have a good idea what makes a good team, right? And a lot of it, of course, is like proper assists and all that to help, you know, wrap a team together. Now with 3 assists per character, you know, team building, what's that? We're gonna have to relearn like the basics of team building from scratch, let alone all the character balance changes that are gonna happen, right? So it's such a simple basic thing we all take for granted now. It's completely thrown out the window. Like, we're all gonna be starting back at 0. And with things like, you know, fuzzies being removed, snapbacks being so much faster that all the current snapback setups are gone, in a lot of ways, not just team building, we're all going back to 0, right? We're all kind of starting fresh. And if we, the people who've been along with this game, you know, since the start, are starting fresh, then what better time for a new person to get in, or someone who has not played the game, you know, in a very long time? What better time for them to get in if we are starting fresh as well, right? It's why I think this is truly, besides the launch of the game itself, the best time to get into Dragon Ball FighterZ right now. And speaking of starting fresh, so Season 2, not the biggest fan me personally, and I know some other people that are the biggest fan of Season 2. Like, let's look at this character usage chart here for the LCQ for Dragon Ball FighterZ and one of the pools for the main Dragon Ball FighterZ World Tour Finals, and you see a little trend here, right? Ever since his addition, GT Goku has definitely helped shape / warp what the game is, and a fresh start, honestly, is what a lot of us could use. Who will be the new god of Season 3? Who knows, right? There will be absolutely, you know, not to rain on anyone's parade here, but there will be absolutely in Season 3 the new character we all complain about, right? That's just how fighting games work. But you know what? At least that character hopefully isn't GT Goku again. We can direct our negative energies towards somebody else. And with that, a fresh start, once again, that's just great. And you know what? There's so much we don't even know. Like, what are the new balance changes going to be? It's been a very long time since the last balance patch here. A lot longer than any other competitive fighter on the market, right? So how is that going to be? You know, what low-tier character is going to get buffed up? You know, what top-tier character is going to get bring down a bit? And what new metas and teams and all that kind of stuff are going to form? Because right now, it's like the undiscovered country, man. The world's your oyster. Anything could be possible. On top of that, you know, there's new modes. The Season 3 mini-trailer we got here talked about new modes being added to the game we don't even know about, right? So there's even more to be excited for yet other than what we have been told. And just with all these things said, once again, just to reiterate, I think this is basically the best time to come back to Dragon Ball FighterZ if you left, or hey, if you never even shown up to begin with. Dragon Ball FighterZ is getting a game changer in Season 3, to the point where, once again, as we stated, it is basically almost a new game. So if you've been on the sidelines, you know, if you've been casually watching, I don't think there's going to be a better time than right now to get into Dragon Ball FighterZ. Now, as for what are all the new assists, what the balance changes are, and all that kind of stuff, we can worry about that as we get closer and closer to the Season 3 patch itself, to be sure. But man, it's just a very exciting time. I'm personally very hyped, and I cannot wait. So anyways, my friends, that's just my opinion on the matter. Let's see if you agree or not. Please post below in the comments. But I guess that is the end of this video. So thank you very much for watching. Hope this video has found you well. Go out and play some Dragon Ball.